YouTube, what's going on? It's Fresh D back at it. Sorry to disappoint you like Cavs fans were in the finals, but no Vick. I don't know where Vick's at, working on some video somewhere. Bubbles is out too, he's busy in the back. So you're stuck with me again. So today we're gonna be cleaning these Propheres. Our marketing director completely trashed these things. Looks like he was doing some yard work or something, but these things are disgusting. But anyways, we're gonna get to this cleaning here, so let's get started. All right guys, so like I said, these are our marketing director's shoe, and I'm not sure if you can see just how bad these things are. These things are pretty disgusting. So we're gonna clean these up for him today because he's still a little inexperienced in the cleaning department, so he needed our help up here. So today we're gonna be cleaning this right shoe. So we're just gonna place our left shoe over here to the side. You can see all this dirt on the towel. Like I'm saying, these things are nasty. First thing we're gonna do, get our shoe tree and adjust it. I know people were asking about it. You guys might think it's a little silly, but still we'll show you. Just to adjust it, you just wanna take the metal prongs out by squeezing it together and find the right size hole. I think Quinn is like a 9 or a 9.5, so it is a lot of trial and error. So let me just see, used to cleaning like size 11 to 10.5 shoes, so I'm gonna try the 5th hole and see if that one works. Put it in, insert it. It's not quite there, as you can see, there's not enough tension. So you just want to adjust it to the next hole down. So it's just, like I said, squeeze these, just move to the next hole, pop it back in. You should be good. Yeah, that's good with tension. So that's the main key when putting the shoe tree in. You just want to make sure there's adequate tension. You shouldn't have to completely force it down, but you should have some tension when snapping the shoe tree down. The next thing too is our bowl. Our handy little collapsible bowl. You guys never see us do this because it usually has water in it, but this bowl is probably one of my favorite things that we sell. So just pop out the bowl, get some water, fill it up. I know that's another question we get. We're only cleaning one shoe. The bowl does have grooves, so I just usually go to about the first groove that's in there. Save some of that for later. Take our solution, pour a couple of squirts. So let's get started with this cleaning. As you guys can see, just to give you a little 360 action, there's like hair in here too. It looks like there's some plant debris or something in here also. So we're just gonna start with our soft bristle brush as always. So you wanna take your brush, one more step, always forget, just like some of the other fellas in the office, take the laces out. This dude double ties his laces like a 5-year-old, so you have to pop this out really quick. So here we go, got the laces removed. You just put these to the side also, we'll get to that later. These things are actually kind of heavy too. So yeah, this is a shoe I wasn't really the biggest fan of at first, had kind of mixed feelings. It doesn't look too bad on feet though, so, but that's besides the point. It's back to cleaning. So got our brush, dip it in our magical solution, and just start attacking some of this upper. Actually, you know what, before I do that, now that I think about it, this does have a lot of dirt and stuff on it. So I'm gonna dry brush some of that off before I use anything wet. So I'll just take our all-purpose and dry brush a lot of this dirt off, because you don't want to just mix this in with the water and rub it into the shoe. So we'll just dry brush some of that off. As you can see, it is doing quite a bit. So it looks like a lot of what he was doing, like I said, I think he's doing yard work or something. So there's a lot of dry dirt and mud and stuff in there. So dry brushing it. And that's a technique I always recommend to people when cleaning stuff. Is try to dry, you want to try as many dry techniques before you do anything wet, especially if you're unsure what materials like suede or something. So like this actually is doing a pretty good job just dry brushing some of the wet dirt and stuff that's now dry off. As you guys can see, it's a bunch of stuff all over the table. So this would be step one, I would say, dry brush any kind of debris and stuff off. Even though I think I've said like 5 step ones already. But who's counting? So dry brush all this stuff off. So like I said, definitely a good technique, guys. You can see a lot of the debris came off. Now, if you didn't do that, you would have been rubbing that and mushing that back in the material, especially with this mesh. So now that we got that out of the way, it's still dirty, filthy. You're still gonna wanna clean the inside of it. There's still dust and stuff stuck on this tongue area, so actually get to the wet method now. So you dip this brush, your soft bristle brush, in our solution, get to scrubbing this mesh. I'm not sure if Adidas technically considers this primeknit. It is some kind of knitted material, but I'm not sure if it's primeknit or if they have some other kind of name for what they use for this. Vic just walked by a second ago. Yeah. Look, I said no Vic. You got Vic. Can't complain in the comment section now. So the other interesting thing with this shoe, or something to point out, just be meticulous when you're cleaning. Like these flaps, a lot of people probably wouldn't pull it back, but if you're truly trying to get the shoe clean, you can see, or I don't know from this angle how close it is, but there's definitely like dirt and stuff trapped in there. So you want to just kind of pull the flaps down and make sure you guys are getting all the nooks and crannies. So truly want it clean, got to get in there. Attention to detail is definitely key, guys.
Is that a part of the shoe? Heel tab, midsole, lace lock, nooks and crannies?
Yeah, man. Flaps. It's flaps. Jordan 4s have, and 3s have the tabs on the back. Pull the tab up, get in the flaps, you know what I'm saying? So now that we finished with our soft bristle brush, gonna move on to our all-purpose. I'm just gonna go over a few spots in the mesh. I mean, it's not too bad, but there's definitely some other spots like on this material. I'm not sure what this material is, some kind of synthetic, but down here is a little dirty. So I'll go over that and then go over the midsole with the all-purpose, and then I'll leave the stiff bristle for the outsole, because as you can see, there is a lot of dirt and stuff in there. So move on to our all-purpose. So I know I said I was gonna save the stiff bristle for the outsole, but seeing just because of these grooves, I am gonna go back over the midsole with the stiff bristle brush, just because, again, midsoles with all these grooves, man, you gotta get inside there and get all that stuff clean, because it just looks like there's stuff stuck in here. So instead of picking at it with my finger, I'm gonna use the stiff bristle brush.
Hey, is our YouTube video interrupting your conversation?
Talking business, Aaron. This is A and B conversation. See your way out. Oh.
Cool, so we finished up with our all-purpose. Like I said, gonna go over the midsoles again and the outsoles. I'm gonna pat it dry a little bit, just kind of see where we're at. Like I said, there's a bunch of grooves in this midsole, and there was some stuff stuck in it, so let's see if I was able to get it out or if I gotta go. That's the other thing too, the shadows make it look like from the lighting that there's stuff in the groove, so it's kind of messing with my head for a little bit. So yeah, there's some stuff stuck in it, so I am gonna go back over it with stiff bristle. But it's good just to pat it down to kind of see what kind of progress you made. So let's move on to the stiff, get these midsoles again and the outsoles, and then we'll throw them in the laundry. So one thing with the stiff bristle brush, even though this foam does have like these spikes in it, I guess you want to call it, these little pyramids, doesn't mean that it's not still a foam. So with the stiff bristle brush, you don't really have to put a lot of pressure on it. So just like Steve likes to say, let the brush do the work. So whenever you're moving the stiff bristle brush, you don't really have to put a lot of pressure. All right guys, we got these midsoles cleaned up, as you can see, but this towel is filthy. So I am gonna start cleaning the outsoles here. Usually what I do is like hold the shoe down, but I don't wanna hold the clean midsole on this dirty towel, so I am gonna switch it out for another towel. As you can see, look at all this dirt all over the place. This shoe is filthy. Cool, so finished up with the outsole. Surprisingly, it came out cleaner than I thought. I thought for sure we're gonna have to throw it in the laundry. But I don't think we're gonna. I think we're just gonna let it air dry, assess the results after that, and I think we should be good. Just because it was mesh, I thought I was gonna have to throw it in the wash for sure. But since it is olive, I don't think the dirt really affected it too much. So we're gonna let them dry, and then after You got bubbles over here. After they dry, we'll do a final assessment, but I'm pretty sure we're not gonna throw them in the wash. So I guess we don't need this anymore, or this. So we'll be good. So yeah, we let these dry, see what they look like afterwards. Johnny Bubbles. So we back shortly. Hey guys, so we're back. We went ahead and let these dry. One thing I forgot to do before we left though, my esteemed colleague, Mr. Ronald over here reminded me, forgot to clean the laces. So I went ahead and cleaned them off camera, but they are clean now. So we're just gonna lace these bad boys up and wrap up this cleaning, guys. Just like that, guys, lace them up. So like I said before, we went to the drying, the little cut phase. We didn't end up using the laundry kit. We thought we were gonna have to because it is a knit material. Usually with knits, you wanna use the laundry kit to get the full advantage and get that mesh really clean, or knit, but we didn't need it in this instance. I thought it was, as you can see, look how dirty the other shoe was. I definitely thought we were gonna have to throw it in the laundry, but we didn't have to after all. So we just went ahead and used our brushes. With that being said, you can still get the laundry kit to make sure you're covered with all bases if you are gonna clean other mesh. Or you can just buy the 4-ounce 3-brush kit, which does include all 3 brushes and the cleaning solution. So yeah, that about wraps it up, guys. We cleaned the upper with the soft bristle brush, went back over some areas with the all-purpose, used the all-purpose to also clean the midsole, and then we used the stiff bristle brush to clean up the outsole and touch up some areas on the midsole as well. So that's gonna about wrap it up, guys. It's again, man, all the good stuff. If you guys aren't following us already, make sure you guys subscribe below. Enter the free Yeezy giveaway. The Yeezy giveaway is still going on. You probably got about a week left by the time this comes out. So make sure you guys go ahead and enter for your chance to win a free pair of Yeezys. Leave a comment down below and let us know if you guys like this video. If there's anything else you guys want us to clean, that's gonna be Fresh D and Amaya. Maybe you guys can hear her. Amaya signing off, Fresh D signing off. Until next time, guys.